Hello and welcome. My name is Michael Hartke, and I'm the Programming Coordinator here at infotex. I'm affectionately known as the Curator of Code and the Envoy from the SIEM. It's my pleasure to introduce you to this series for our newest version of our SIEM. Internally, and if you've heard one of my talks, we call it SIEM3. In this series, we will be highlighting major improvements and new features. We have a lot of features that have become mainstays of our SIEM, most of which were to address our clients' concerns as they were presented. Some are directly from what our auditors are seeing to meet, or when we could, even exceed the requirements of guidance in our ever-changing security climate. So with all that being said, I'd like to thank our clients, past and present. You've helped us shape the current version of the SIEM, and even more so, SIEM3. First, please allow me to touch on how infotex defines a SIEM here at a high level. But you can check out this movie for more information, as I'd imagine most watching our clients, you can probably skip that unless you need a refresher. You might have heard it pronounced as SIEM. We pronounce it SIEM. For us, it's more than just a database or application. We define it as these three teams working together in their respective areas. Our SIEM is comprised of three core services: intrusion detection and prevention, event log management, and change detection. Now let's bring in your teams and our communication systems, and as you can see, we have all these other layers of protection that overlap. Ideally, most of the actionable events from those systems will be making it into the SIEM, though some may not. A little housekeeping and a little history. For the sake of the series, we will be referring to the last version of our SIEM as SIEM2 and the new version as SIEM3. These are internal titles more than anything else, and an easy way to reference them. Ultimately, it's just the infotex SIEM. Now for the history. This is technically the third major version of our SIEM, and by far the closest to our original vision. Everything in one bucket. More on that later in the series. We, like most others, and many still today, segregate the event log data from the threat detection data, and the closer we got to SIEM3, the more those lines were blurred. We built systems that correlate data and started combining them into our reporting. With SIEM3, those lines are effectively seamless, and we can provide that reporting in real time with more customizations than we've ever offered before. We will be releasing episodes in this series over the coming weeks, leading up to and through the official release of SIEM3. We hope you'll join us as we are very excited to share it with you. Now let's take a look at some of what SIEM3 has in store. Along with next generation intrusion detection and prevention engine and real-time dashboards, our SIEM is more powerful and actionable than ever. And we are happy to announce that all our ancillary features like rogue device detection, Microsoft 365 integration, and non-reporting system are back and better than ever. For now, our dailies will remain mostly the same. Our new real-time notification system has more granularity and allows for even more customization. Monthly and quarterly trend reports will be much different. One big change is that while we'll still be pushing these reports to you, you'll also be able to generate your own custom reports if you so choose. We've also made improvements to our Put a Watch reporting. We're pleased to say this isn't just a fresh coat of paint. We've overhauled the entire offering, including the threat hunting and reporting tools our data security analysts use. Last but not least, we'll be talking about all our newest services and features, not only for the SIEM3 release, but moving forward as we continue to add new features we have scheduled and already in development. I'm really looking forward to that. Thank you, and we hope you join us next time.